How do private equity firms make money? Private equity firms make money in a number of different ways, including through charging management fees and advisory fees, selling businesses for a profit, and dividend recapitalisations. Looking first at management fees. PE firms charge each of their investors an annual management fee. This fee is typically 1% to 2% of the assets under management, or AUM, meaning the total amount of capital committed by each investor. And that often includes any portion of the capital committed that hasn't yet been paid to or invested by the PE firm. Management fees are there to cover the PE firm's operational expenses, salaries and overheads, and must be paid regardless of the fund's performance. Next, looking at advisory fees. After making an investment, PE firms may occasionally charge its portfolio companies advisory fees to cover the day-to-day costs involved in monitoring, advising, and helping to grow those companies. Next, fees based on fund performance. If a fund performs well, meaning its value increases, for example as a result of the PE firm selling portfolio companies for a profit, PE firms will be entitled to a percentage of those gains. This is referred to as carried interest or carry. In simple terms, a PE firm will typically be entitled to keep around 20% of the fund's profits, provided that the fund hits a pre-agreed threshold of profit. This threshold is often referred to as the hurdle rate and is typically 7% to 10%. In practice, the phrase 2 and 20 is often used to describe the fee structure of 2% management fees and 20% of the gain. Finally, looking at dividend recapitalisations. PE firms may also occasionally arrange for portfolio companies to take on debt, then use some of the cash borrowed to pay out special dividends to their investors. This reduces risk for investors who consequently recoup part of their initial investment earlier on. However, this strategy can reduce the financial stability of portfolio companies given the increased debt to equity ratio, meaning dividend recapitalisations aren't particularly popular among creditors and other shareholders.